Welcome to No Smoke TV. Today we got Harlem's own SNS in the building. How you feeling today, my brother?
Lovely, man. Lovely. How's everything?
I'm good, man. I'm Gucci. I like the background, man. That's the album cover.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. The EP, Big Icy.
EP
You know what
cover.
I'm saying?
EP. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's out now on all streaming platforms. The deluxe is out now, too. Go pick that up.
Definitely. Y'all better check out for this artist, man. He got a different type of style, man. He bringing energy to the game, man. Big energy.
100%. We gotta cover all bases. It's not a lot of New York artists that's covering all bases. So, you know.
That's a fact. But we coming strong, man. We coming strong. But growing up in Harlem, there's a lot of influential artists in Harlem. Who would you say like inspire you the most growing up? Because there's so many like influential artists. Like,
when I was young, like probably like 5 or 6, like I was like a Mace fan. You know what I'm saying? But like growing up and like actually like, you know, finding your own identity and coming up in Harlem, it was Cam. You know what I'm saying? Cam is like my most influential to me from Harlem, period. Yeah. Like I feel like he just showed a lot, you know what I'm saying? Not only did he get on, he brought his crew on, you know what I'm saying? He moved like a boss. He had the crew popping. They had a whole movement. He was a trendsetter, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew he could spit from, if you were real fans of Cameron, you know, he came in 98. He was a whole MC killing, you know what I'm saying? So that plus, you know, what he gave to the game now is, you know, what he gave to the game with the Dipset, you know what I mean? It's hard to even duplicate.
It's hard, but it can be duplicated. So you inspired by his business or his music?
I'm inspired by his music and his business, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, his mindset, you know what I mean? His the fact that, you know what I mean, he felt like, you know, he didn't have to lean on nobody to get himself through the door and elevate, you know what I mean? I love Cam's charisma on tracks, you know what I'm saying? It's certain bars where I wouldn't like it from nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Cam was good on wordplay as well. Double entendres. I mean, like he you know, Cam is one of them.
Sure is. Do you think his bars simmered down a little bit? Because back in the day, he used to have the wordplay like crazy, like that song.
I mean, I think he said that though. I think he said he did that purposely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like he's seen early on where shit was going. I think there was an interview that Cam has said, like him and some girl used to argue about like who was better, you know, Jay-Z and Nas, and the girl said, "Look, Cam, if I don't want to go to the club and feel like I got to bring a dictionary with me," and so that's what made him like dumb down his lyrics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you know, I still enjoyed it.
Nah, he definitely one of the pioneers coming out of Harlem, man. Definitely him, Mace, Big L, all of them. Max B.
So for sure, free Max B, for sure. That's another heavy influence on me. Heavy.
Man. So how long you been rapping? What age you started rapping?
I started writing raps like around 11, 12. I started taking it, like I started recording and thinking that I started recording like around like 16, 17. I don't think I felt like, I don't know if I felt like it was going to be a real career until like, I was probably like 19, 20.
What made you feel like it was going to be a career? Because I see you start rapping during the Cam era, Dipset era.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I was young. So, you know, like the guy, like, so when I'm coming up and you young, like that age rapping, the only lane that you think you're going to be able to get in at that point is like a Bow Wow or something like that. Because you're 11, 12 and you rapping, you know what I'm saying? But me, I knew I was going to be, it would have been different for me because of the subject matter that I was talking about at 11, 12, I was a little more conscious and stuff like Wu-Tang was the reason I started listening to rap. So I was a little more
interesting.
Yeah, I was a little more conscious.
It was very Wu-Tang was definitely making that conscious music, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They had other vibes, but like, you know what I mean? That's what kind of like I was rapping about stuff I don't think I fully knew at the time. You know what I'm saying? Or talked about at the time, you know what I mean? But my father being like a party DJ and things like that, he liked it. He loved the fact that I had the ability to rhyme, but as far as like me making music like that, he didn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because
he's just being a parent, man. He's just being a parent.
He ain't want to hear that. He like, you know, Mace was just killing. You know, it's a different like look in New York. It was starting to get a little more flashier, and the swag was really coming in at this point. So he didn't really want to hear all that type of shit. You know what I mean? But he was happy the fact that I knew how to rap and shit like that. So when I was like 16 and I took the music serious, when I started recording, I say I took it serious, but I didn't believe that it could be like a real thing until later on. So, but at the time, at 16, 17, I got played on the radio. So I'm thinking like, that's like we made it.
What song was on the radio?
I had a song called Let's Talk Money. It was, I had sampled, I used to make beats for different people coming up, and that was like a beat that I kept for myself. I had sampled the T-Pain line. He was like, on Buy Your Drink. He was like, talk to me, I talk back, let's talk money. So I sampled that and made that a song. And I started to push it, started getting played in like parties in Harlem. All the DJs was playing it. And then it started being like it started popping up on like LimeWire. That's how you know.
That's back in the day.
You feel me? This started popping up on LimeWire, and then Cypher Sounds was the first DJ to play it on the radio. So from there in Harlem, you couldn't just have a record on the radio and not keep it going. So I kind of felt like at that point I was forced to like keep it going, because at that point in Harlem, you can play on the radio, it's somewhat of a hit to them. So you can't be no one-hit wonder in Harlem. They'll fry you out there. So I had to keep going from that point on.
So that was around the age of 19, because you said around 19.
But now 19, 18, I got on this is when now I'm starting to get like, I'm still making music from 16, 17 up into that point, and I'm getting better. And now I'm starting to take it a little more serious. I was still shy around 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like, to let the world know that I'm an actual rapper. So it took me time to like get that rust off, get that shyness out. And then when I was ready for like a first official project, that was when like, I would say, I started to do rollouts. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had my first roll. I got big features. Like my first project, I got Meek Mill on there. So then, so then that's where I'm like, things is heating up. And then we put it out, and then Flex is playing it, and then now other DJs is playing it. So now it was a different feeling from when I first got put on the radio, and then now, because we can play on both stations now at that point. And then now we dropping a mixtape, and then we do Sway in the Morning and the Breakfast Club. So when I'm doing these type of interviews, now I feel like, oh, nah, this is a career for real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't want to say.
What year?
I feel like that was me, and that was all the stuff I was doing from 16 to 18 was like college basketball or something like that. You feel me? If I had to say it like that, or it was Rucker type shit. You feel me?
Got you. It was basically I'll say the B league.
Yeah. Because the only reason I was saying that is because I feel like in rap right now, I feel like where my status is versus like other people's status, I feel like I'm one of those those prospects that everybody know about, but I'm in the D League just killing niggas. Like, you feel me? I'm killing niggas in the league, and it's people in the league that know about me. They enjoy watching me in the D League type shit like that, and they know that I'm on my way.
Nah, you definitely on your way because your style is very versatile. I see you deal the drill too, the drill music.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna come clean. Like I'm not one of those artists that like. I'm an MC. Like everybody, I tell everybody that first. Like I'm an MC first, but I love a lot of different music. So like I put my whole neighborhood on to Young Thug. I put my little baby brother, my little brother on the Lil Uzi Vert. That's his favorite rapper, period, right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I can have those. I listen to stuff like that, but also still listen to my Benny the Butchers, and you know what I'm saying? I still listen to, artists like that, like Big Sean, and I still listen to rap.
Now to keep you grounded, you gotta keep those balls flowing.
Yeah, I look at it like this now because like I know the era we in, and a lot of, like, to the consensus, a lot of new generation don't be wanting to like. I can't even say they don't want to hear bars. I think they just don't want it forced down their throats. I'm taking it the Jay-Z approach, where it's like you kind of got to spoon feed them it right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to spoon feed them the bars because it's like your mom made you a nice home cooked meal, but you don't eat none of that shit on there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But you don't know, you never ate it before either though. So it's like you don't know if it's good or not. And instead of me acting like your mom's, where it's like, yo, you gonna eat that shit because I made it. You know what I mean? You spoon feed them. Like, all right, well, eat this first, see how you like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Harlem, so we like to have fun. So I can't just give you, bars, and not have fun. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have fun. I'm from Harlem. We turn up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a real essence of Harlem. You gotta feel that from us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a story. A lot of us all came from the streets, so you're gonna get that in the music, but you gotta give them more than that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, we love having fun. But when you listen to our body of work, you know that life ain't one big party. That's all.
Nah, and I definitely see that in your records. You definitely be having a lot of fun in your records, man. You make them party, dance music, but like you said, you throw the bars in there, you spoon feeding them. That's what's up,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like at this point right now, I just love perfecting my artistry. Like I still try new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the majority consensus know already I'm good at rapping. I'm great at rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know I can rap. You know what I'm saying? So, and I still give that, like, don't get it, like every project that I do, the first song is always some bars. You know what I'm saying? It's always bars. It's always bars. I gotta introduce each project like that to let you know, for newcomers or new supporters and new fans, that this the type of the guy you rolling with. Because I look at it like this. I get in right now where I'm in the game and I'm like one of the hottest. It's gonna be hard to get me out that spot because I'm doing everything. I'm gonna be that guy that got the top 40 record on the radio, killing right now, hit single, and then I turn around and go up to Flex and LA Leakers and drop some bars and that shit go viral. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those.
And we need that.
And especially from New York, because we don't get it like that right now.
So what you think is stopping you from getting signed? What do you like from a major? What you think is stopping you?
We had talks and things like that, but I feel like they want me to be at a position where I won't need them at all. I think that's where they at with it right now, like to where I won't need them, and that's when they'll come to me. And I don't even look at it like I need them now. It's just a tougher and a little slower journey when you do it independent, but we don't make no excuses. We know where we want to be and we're gonna work towards it. We're not gonna wait for no label to get us there, although we know the label will help us skip some steps. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Who's to say that was in the cards for me? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? So that's why. And I never want to put my career in that, like, wait till we get a deal. But you know what I mean? I know these labels gonna wake up sooner or later.
Now the independent route, I respect the independent route, but I feel like the majors, they make sure the world hears you.
I agree. Like, I'm not against that. Like, I agree. I'm not one of those guys that's sitting here that's gonna be on some, we on some shit independent. Nah. We on some independent until further notice, until a label sees the vibes that I have right here, understand what I'm trying to do, and really want to get behind this. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it, because I know I already got a plan with this shit. So all any label just got to see that vision and understand that this, because before they even spend any money on me, I'm gonna make myself out.
Now
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Before they make my money, before they get to spend any marketing dollars on me, I'm already gonna be making myself hot. So that money that they would be spending on me is gonna be extra. By the time I'm finished, I should be larger than life. Like, I'm not trying to. And we from New York, bro. It's like, it hasn't been an artist from New York City like on that type of time. You get an artist that's either very nice at rapping, but he can't really write records. He don't really got the records that's like hits. But then you got an artist that's like very melodic, don't really have a lot of lyrical skill.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other right now in New York. So me having all of that, I know it's a bigger purpose, and I know getting in is gonna be like, once I'm in, it's gonna be like taking candy from a baby, me personally. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, I know how hard it's gonna be getting to that spot anyway.
Nah, but you said it right though. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do right now. You're making yourself hot, so when the labels do finally come knocking your door, they ain't gotta do too much. All they gotta do,
like, because we sat down with them, we could have signed some, but it's like, until I want to sign when I sign, everybody feel it. Like, everybody know, like, oh, it's like, when I sign, that gotta like automatic right there, that gotta change my life.
Nah,
I don't want to sign something and then instantly. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be signed to some label that's got a little situation under a major label and then nah.
Nah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I want to sign and then everybody knows it. You see it, not just you posting it.
So what's up with Icy Gang Records?
Camboy, CEO of the Icy Gang, I signed myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Icy Gang Records, we are a label that me and my partner Rich Ice, we put this together. We like, if I have to compare us to the Dips, I'm Cam and my partner Ice is Kim. You know what I'm saying? So we got producers, we have a few artists, you know what I'm saying? But me and him been doing our thing for a little minute now, and it's starting to pick up. People loving the merch. People love what he got going on with his music, his project, Ice Season 2. My music, and we're not from the same neighborhood. He's from St. Projects, I'm from Amp. So we really got the best of both worlds. We both from the west side of Harlem. And it's a lot of people around us that wave that flag for us, and they got a lot of love for us. So we just turning up in Harlem, not just in Harlem, just in New York, period. Because Ice turning up right now in Miami with Vado. So it's really all over. We just creeping up. We doing it the Dipset G Unit way. You know what I mean?
I was gonna get into that too. I see you got a record coming out with Vado.
Yeah. Vado's working on a new project, so I'll be on there. My partner Ice will be on there. You know what I'm saying? My partner Ice is moving with Vado like how Vado was moving with Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vado would be Cam and Ice would be Vado. So I'm saying? I'm just there supporting it, you know what I mean? And Vado been rocking with me for the longest, so we just got some new heat on the way.
I heard that.
We got some new heat on the way. We got a few joints though. We got me and him got a few joints. Me and Jay Arada got something on the way. Me and Jim Jones got another joint on the way. So we
I heard that snippet with you and Vado. That shit was sounding hard.
Oh yeah, and it's something different. Like it's not nothing Vado usually get on type shit. So you know, that's gonna I already see the reaction. So we gonna hit them with that soon.
Facts, man. And I see you real different, very skillful, man. I see you skateboard, man. Where do you where do you get is that something you've been doing since you was a kid? Or that's like from the culture, like Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa?
I'm not a skateboarder. Like it's my baby brother. I just took him. You know what I mean? I'm that type of family guy. Like my baby brother is a skateboarder. He loves skateboarding. So
you're not a skateboarder.
You know what I mean?
You're not a skateboarder.
Nah, I ain't Nothing against the skateboarding.
Let me clarify that real quick. But your little brother's into it.
Yeah, he's into it, so you know I'm there. I'm supporting it.
You say, whoa. Let me clarify that real quick. That ain't me.
Yeah, nah. I can't. I don't know how to, I can't, man. I can't. I was surprised he liked it.
Nah, that's what's up though. That's what's up. A lot of people, Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, a lot of people do the skateboard thing. That's like, hey, whatever makes you happy, man. So what would you say? What would you say is the top 5 artists in New York right now? Top 5 active artists
in New York right now.
Active. Matter of fact, not even New York. Not even New York. Top 5 artists in the game right now. Active.
Oh, all right. Cool. That's even better.
Active.
Cause I'll be lying here if I name 5 guys that I like that. I would be lying. But do Drake and those type of niggas count?
They active.
All right, so I wasn't gonna name Drake. I'm not naming Drake, but I just want to know the time frame. Meek Mill, Young Thug. I rocks with the baby, man. I rocks with the baby. Both of them, the baby and Lil Baby. I like the baby more though, but Lil Baby is the hottest. You know what I'm saying? But I like the baby more. So both of them, and then 5th, I'm gonna throw a New York nigga in there. Let me throw my guy Dave East in the mix.
Yeah, Davies is definitely stepping that game up hard. He been on everything lately.
Yeah.
You didn't say Jadakiss though.
You know what? I wasn't gonna count him because I felt like he don't count.
He's still active. He
is active. Damn, somebody got to get up out of there. Somebody got to be Thug. But I love Thug, so it'd be crazy. All right, one of them got to get up out of there. I don't know who.
Me personally, I say you could take Thug out and put in Jadakiss in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Kiss in there, man. I love Thug though, but I'm gonna put Kiss in there right now. Kiss my top 5 period though of all time. So that's like, you know what I mean? My top 5 is Pove, 50, Fab, Kiss, Cam. That's like my top 5 of all time.
That's a hard top 5 right there.
Yeah, my honorable mention in that is Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
Eminem got bars, but like artist-wise, but
that's my thing. Like, it'd be hard for me to like because I like with Black consumers, we love shit that we could kind of like relate to and think in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So niggas not being able to relate to Eminem is where people don't feel him, but it's like he don't come from my walk of life, so I don't expect for it. I feel like if Eminem came out and was saying certain stuff that was trying to be relatable to black people, he probably wouldn't have been this successful. To me, like I don't think he would have been this successful. I think we'd have wrote him off years ago if he was coming in here trying to be black, you know what I'm saying, or rapping about stuff that black people go through.
Like that kid, Machine Gun Kelly. You see what
when
happened
he came in, like I'm not a fan of Machine Gun Kelly at all. You know what I'm saying?
You got out of here pretty quick.
He know Eminem. Like, see, Eminem, I love Eminem because that nigga can rap. Like, he can rap his ass off.
Nah, he is a rapper though. He is
rap his ass off. Like, I love his. As far as songs too, I can't even front. I thought writing Stan was genius. Like, you know what I'm saying? Writing that type of concepts. Like, that's the thing. He write concepts too. Like, versus a lot of your favorite artists who don't really have a lot of substance. He got different concepts and different themes, even things that he might not have went through, but somebody else in the world has. He'll paint the picture from that aspect too. You know what I mean? Not afraid to jump into that vibe too. So I think I like stuff like that. I like, because that challenges me as a writer. You know what I'm saying?
Right, as an artist, that does challenge you. But like you
know
said,
what I'm saying? To talk about different things, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like he gave me that. You know what I mean? Like, so one thing about all 5 of my artists that I named, aside from Eminem, they all come from the streets. They all rap. They all have subject matter of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's, all 5 of them. Whole 50 Fab, all 5 of them. They all rap. They all rap for the streets. They all rap about hustling. They all rap about, now they have different ways of delivering it. You know what I'm saying? But some of the subject matters are still the same.
Straight street. Substance.
You know what I'm saying? I think Hove might be the one who pushed his pen with more concepts than the rest. If I'm Hove 50 Fab Kiss. Yeah, I'm gonna say Hove.
52.
Hove did, huh?
52.
Yes. Yeah, yes, right. That's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? 50 as well. You know what I mean? So I would name those 2 the most. Fab with female records, but I feel like, you know, I'm not saying that all his female records sound the same.
That's what he's known for, the female records.
Exactly. I mean, like with 50, even like 50 made songs like on mixtapes called like London Girl, where he'll rap just like with the accent of, you know what I'm saying, of a UK. That was different from me for 50s. I love that song and I love the approach he took on it. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like things like that push the envelope. I feel like niggas be in the studio, they like, yo, and if get a fire beat, like, I could talk about the regular shit and it'd be fire, but is it gonna be fire how much I'll do it like this right here? Nah, this might, you going the regular way might be boring to you right there at that point. So you want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud niggas like 50 and Jay-Z and Eminem for doing those type of things. So that's the type of vibe I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Those are my 5.
I respect that for you shouting on Eminem too, because a lot of people didn't fuck with him because he don't talk the shit that we grew up, you know what I mean, around. So
and that's what I'm saying. But it's like rap is much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like rap is much more than that. I don't think it ain't just street rappers.
True.
You feel me? Like it ain't just street rappers. And if I listen, and if I promise you, if it was a see, luckily when I was, well, I can't even say that because I was listening to music in the 90s. So when I was listening to music in the 90s, it was still different type of music. Like there was niggas like Onyx, and then there was niggas like Smith and Wesson, and then there's niggas like Dead Prez, and then there's niggas, I didn't listen to all these niggas, but you had records from these guys that stuck. Like hip hop from Dead Prez was like a big record at that time.
That's Onyx.
You know what I'm saying? And they're a different vibe from the Mobb Deeps and the Onyx, and you know what I'm saying? So we got people like that. I grew up and had Talib Kweli was killing at a point in time. You know what I'm saying? Him and Mos Def. Yeah, and then they opened the doors for niggas like Pharoah Monch and shit like that. So it's like, growing up, I was able to hear these type of guys. And I don't think people remember, but Eric Sermon was on like his last I don't want to say limp, that sounds crazy, but like his last run at that time, that early 2000s, because that just like music, that hit.
Man. That shit was a hit.
That hit. And he was on him and RL had the Got Me a Model. That was he too.
Ooh, yeah, I remember when 50 remixed that shit.
Yeah, so that I feel like Eric Sermon was still fake, you know what I mean? In it. Him and LL was like the last of the 80s that was still like,
nah, that's a fact.
They still bled in. So we were still able to get some of these vibes and things like that. Because if it was straight gangster rap, some of these niggas would have got exposed. Like, cause I don't believe all of them. Even right now, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe, like right now, I don't like when a lot of new artists feel like that's what they have to rap about.
Exactly.
Especially if you're not like that. Like if you don't even come from that. You don't have to. You could be yourself. Kanye West, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. I feel like there's a lot of artists that has proved to you that you can be yourself.
And they still don't listen. There's a lot of rappers that didn't come from that, but feel like they gotta be that.
Exactly.
And
some of these niggas be like young, like some of these kids, like, they be rapping, they be like 18, 19, talking about back when I was like, bro, you was a whole kid. Gun was bigger than you. How you about to?
You was playing video games. What you talking about?
Yeah, like bro, like you're down bad as your mom telling you no, you can't stay out late, or your mom telling you
facts.
Nah, you can't play the game, nigga, or nah, I can't get you the game this week. Cause we got bills, like, or you gotta eat. I can't get you this game this week. Like,
that's it down now.
or she said no to your Gucci. You know what I mean? You can have these Nikes, you got these Jordans, but no to your Gucci and shit like that. That's them niggas struggles, man. So I don't believe a lot of these niggas. So you know what I mean? That be the thing. Like
when I heard, man, everything's a facade, man. People
like when I heard Lil Tecca, I thought the Lil Tecca record was cool, but when he was saying like I got 2 twin Glocks, I'm like, no, you don't, bro. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
It sounds good on the record though. It sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. I just don't believe you now, and that'll stop me from wanting to listen to you when you rapping about street shit.
When you're not being authentic, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like I don't, because it ain't even about it. Like some of these guys just doing it because it sound cool, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But but that's what you know. Those same guys that do that, if you fuck around and you touring and you get robbed, and you like, damn, why this happened to me? Nigga, it's because they thought you was about the shit you was talking about. You know what I mean?
Yourself. So I tell everybody, be yourself, man.
Yeah, and they gotta listen. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I talk about mad different topics, but when I definitely talk the street shit because I come from that. But I give niggas the both sides. I give the niggas the consequences too. A lot of these niggas rap about shit and they rap about the street shit and they only talk about some of the little small time rewards out this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about the consequences of this shit, bro. They're not talking about, you know what I'm saying? You just being with a nigga and you just was smoking with a nigga and the nigga lost his life a few hours after you was just with him. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not talking about how I don't watch some of the toughest niggas who had super tough reputations in the street get hit with football numbers and start singing on niggas that they grew up with their whole life. You know what I'm saying? These are consequences that come with that.
And people don't understand. Like, that's trauma. People don't understand.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like to watch him, man, and like it happened to niggas. Like I don't watch a nigga I know, like a nigga I know who I thought was official. You know what I mean? Do some of the most lamest shit. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. We gotta talk about the mindsets and all that in this shit. Cause if the young niggas want to get some gain from your music and all they hearing about is the rewards, they gonna jump in that shit blinded.
True.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna like, yo, I thought it was supposed to be like this. Yeah, they ain't tell you about that dark side.
You know, a rapper that's good at doing that? Meek.
I was gonna say that. Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. Everybody talking like he gonna tell you the street shit, but nah, he ain't just, you gotta listen. He ain't just telling you street shit. He telling you what's gonna happen. What's going to happen when you get this side, when you get this type of money? Don't keep thinking that all these niggas around you got love for you. Nah, they want to see you fall. They want to see you fall. These niggas is counting your pockets. These niggas that do some of the craziest shit to get you out that position. It's some street niggas who know they couldn't win a war. They couldn't win wars with their ops. So the only way to get them off the board was to tell. That was never cool.
That shit crazy right there.
But that's what go on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't telling these little kids that. So when these little kids coming in these mixes with these guns that's bigger than them, and they go do drills with it, and they thinking it's cool, and get caught up in it. Ain't no self-defense laws in New York, my nigga.
Over after that. Now you go face real life consequences. And some people don't even know how to like react to them shits, man, because they never been through that shit before.
That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't, it ain't like, and I'm one of those people that I'm a living testament. Like when I was young, I wasn't necessarily trying to be in that. It's me. I'm with the homies, and at the time, whatever the homies was doing, I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Until I got older, and then all of them got older too and mature. So not everybody on the same shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? When you get older, you realize, nigga, I gotta think for myself, number one. And if I don't know what the fuck, I'm thinking logically. I'm never thinking now, or even 10 years ago, like I wasn't thinking just outright moving with the homies if I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna ask, I'm going, yo, what's going on? And if it's dumb, if it's stupid and it's silly, I'm gonna let niggas know. I'm gonna voice that. Like, nigga, it's silly. We gonna argue about it. And I'm telling you, if you ain't got, I'm gonna say, nah, I ain't doing that, my nigga. Y'all niggas go ahead and do that dumb shit yourself.
Yeah, I'm not on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was blindsided. Like a lot of, like, I gotta give credit to some of the OGs in the neighborhood, because some of them, not a lot of them, because a lot of the OGs, they ain't give us this game where they didn't care how we turned out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But some of the OGs tried to keep this shit away from niggas. I know they tried to keep it away from me. Some of them, you know what I mean? Like, nah, Lois, go, nah, Lois. But it's like, at a certain time, when you getting old, it's like it's not much they can say to you. You gotta figure it out on your own. They gotta give you
thinking for yourself, man.
Yeah, so I had to go through that, but don't get it like I'm glad I did though, because my experiences in the streets, bro, like it taught me a lot of shit that no school teacher could really show you. You know what I'm saying? Like things that's going on in the real world, things that people, like we talking about niggas that say they have love for you 100%, and they love you when it's convenient. They love you when you doing things for them in the moment that you can't. They'll show you how they really feel about you. You can't learn that in school.
Nah, it's teaching you about life and how people really are. Like, yeah,
I had to learn life wasn't one big party. After I got out of a party one time, I was thinking nothing could happen, and I got shot at. You feel me? Like it's like shit like that. Like, but it made me alert. I didn't start going to parties again till maybe like a year or two after that. Cause I'm now I'm in my neighborhood, or I'm going to places moving a little different, because I'm like, oh, this is the type of shit that could go on after a party.
I didn't even know you got shot before.
Yeah, I never got shot. I got shot at. Thank God.
Okay.
You feel me?
Take that back.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But that shit like that is regular where I'm from. So you know what I'm saying? Like that was just my first time. I was like 17, 16. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I was like 17. So I only know because I was still in high school when it happened. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it showed me though, you know what I'm saying? Like life ain't one big party. I had to learn that too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Growing up in the hood, it teach you how to read people too.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like so great at that.
Oh my God.
I'm so great at that now. And you can't get that shit from school. Like that's some shit you gotta pick up on, bro. Like reading niggas and like learning niggas body language. Like that shit helped, bro. That shit even helped me on a relationship tip. Like when you act like you ask a female like, yo, what's wrong? And she say nothing. You already peep her body language. You know she lying.
Early.
You feel me? She don't know how you know that she lying, but you know she lying. But it's like you're farming in the streets. I know how to read body language.
And you don't learn that growing up in a perfect home.
Nah, you don't learn that growing up in a perfect home. And that's you know what I'm saying? It takes some flaws and it takes some outright, you know what I mean, some of this shit to really speak about and really be able to mature from. Like, you know what I'm saying? At one point in time when we was young, I was in the fucking, what you call this? I was in that system, that shelter system. And in the midst of that, this is when I was literally first starting to write raps. I'm doing that while my mom's is battling cancer, and we still looking to find a place to stay that night. Cause at that time they had a shelter place called the EAU in New York where they place you for the night in different, you know what I mean, each night in a different place for that night to sleep. But during the day, you in that whole space full of a bunch of people waiting to get placed and shit like that. So we sitting there, my mom is still battling cancer. I'm writing raps through all of this. Now, at that time, it's a lot of pain that I'm writing because of what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to do that and then go to school in Harlem and then hope. I'm getting into fights by niggas stepping on my sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's built up anger because of what I'm actually really going through. These type of things. See, this is the type of shit that niggas need to talk about and express to if you really going through some things and shit like that. Because stop trying to look so relatable to the next man's story. You ain't gonna stand out, my nigga. Everybody went through some hard shit, especially street niggas. We all went through the streets, bro. Your story ain't nothing different.
All the same story, man. And you know what's big in the street? Mental health, man. Niggas need to get their mental health checked. Cause everybody be saying, I'm good. Nah, B.
Nah, yes. And that's real. Especially the men. Cause you know, we don't learn that. We thinking it's a sign of weakness to like, you know, express that type of stuff. Like that's another reason why I'm glad that during that time in the shelter, I was writing raps. Cause I was probably lost my mind in that shit. I was writing them heavy.
That was your therapy right there, bro.
Yeah, super therapy. Like even if I go through something right now and I'm like super upset to where I feel like I'm getting ready, I'm tight and I gotta get away from niggas, or I feel like I'm gonna spaz on somebody, I gotta go to the studio.
All right. Oh, you go to the studio now and just lay it down.
That shit calms my nerves, bro. Of course I get, you know, I take my little medicine.
Yeah, of course.
And then
hey, it's legal now.
Yeah, it's legal now. So, you know, I take my medicine, but I listen to certain records too that get me through these times. I remember like anytime I used to go through like in the past like 5, 6, 7 years, anytime I was going through like a roadblock I feel with this rap shit and I felt like giving up, I'll listen to Nip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I would that's another one I got to name. Well, he's not active as of recent.
I ain't active, but
that's
powerful, man.
Like in my new generation of rappers for like the past 10 years, it's Meek, Big Sean, Nip, YG, Young Thug. That's my 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Nip. There's certain artists that I feel their music in my veins, yo.
Yeah.
Like Meek Mill's definitely one of them. And I get mad when people say Meek is like wag, or you got my man, like
it's what people, that's what I'm saying. It's what people decide to listen to. I remember Jay-Z said some shit like, you know what I'm saying, on Renegade, like, do you dudes like really listen to music or do you skim through it? You know what I'm saying? Yes. If you really sit there and think that all Meek talk about is Broly this and that, if that's all you think he talk about, then you're not listening.
You're not listening at all.
You're not listening. Cause used to got me through a lot of tough times. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of tough times. I still listen to that song till this day. It's raining in New York right now. If I jumped in my car right now, I'll probably be listening to that. You know what I mean? Like it's records like that get me through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
His
It's
new album,
records
Love
from
Train.
niggas, bro, that get me through shit. Like, but Nip made me believe, like, nigga, if you wind up, if the independent shit is what's really in the cards for you, bro, and the label ain't in the car for you, bet on yourself, my nigga. And that's I still listen to Nip. Like, listening to Nip makes it easier for me to be okay with being independent right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I listen to him, his music always said, you know what? I could get in with this shit. I could get in regardless of not being signed or not. I could make it in this shit and do some real damage in this shit. And niggas like him, I listen to, like, yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's shit, bro. Big Sean make music. Big Sean, bro. Big Sean
got bars.
Like,
I'm not a big fan of Big. He got bars, but I'm not a big fan because he's not consistent, man. He's not consistent.
Yeah, no. He's definitely not consistent. That's the only thing I don't like about Big Sean is that he's not consistent. Because shit, bro, like you dope, bro. I feel like the more we heard from you, more we hear from you, it'll be like a breath of fresh air. It'll be a bit. It's like it's hard though.
Nah, he's taking the Kendrick Lamar route, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta put up some Kendrick Lamar numbers though.
Facts. But before we get out of here, I want to ask you one more question, bro. You being from Harlem,
yeah,
what would you say was the best? Like, who was the best artist that ever came out of Harlem? Period. I understand you said you were a Cameron fan, but there were several artists before Cam and after Cam that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like,
best overall.
Best rapper that came out of Harlem would be Big L.
Best artist.
Best artist. I ain't gonna lie, I still love Cam. It's either Cam or Juelz or.
I'm about to say, me personally, I'm about to say it's either Cam or Mace, man.
Yes, or Mace. Truth. And Mace got stats to back it up. It's like Mace's Harlem World album still hasn't been outsold from any Harlem rapper. That's like a goal of mine. I'm trying to get that up out of here.
What, Mace Harlem World?
It's bro, he dropped 97, 98.
You can still knock that to this day.
Hell
bro.
Yeah, bro. That shit is 5 times platinum. Why isn't no Harlem album sold more than that? I gotta get that out of here.
That's why you here, bro. That's why.
Yeah, that's it. I talk to Mace all the time, but Mace told me like, and that's another reason why I make the feel good records. Cause Mace like, yo, listen, niggas is gonna love you for, you know what I mean? You want some murder right now. I need M.A. Dollar Sign from you. You gotta, it's ladies. And I'm like, nah, you're right. You're right. It's women that like listening to music too. Yeah, they like street shit, but not all the time.
You know what vibe I get from you though, from your music? One of my favorite artists. You got like a Meek Mill vibe, but it's like different. But you got the same, like the way you have fun on the track is bouncy. You put bars on the track. You have like that Meek Mill vibe on the track. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's bro. I mean, he's somebody that not my music, but like just me, period. Just love it, just his story. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I've been a Meek fan for a minute. That's how we got cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I put my pops on to I'm a Boss early though. Early before it got popping. Like
you say your pops. Who was he a big DJ?
Yeah, he was something like that.
Who was your pops?
My pops was DJ SNS. You know.
DJ SNS?
Yeah, man. Legendary.
Oh, that's
DJ.
where you got the name from, huh?
Yeah, man. So, you know, the cat is out of the bag. You know what I mean?
You kept on saying my pops. I had to ask, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, you know, I put my pops on to Meek. And that's how me and Meek got cool though. Like, my pops was in Philly one time and he played I'm a Boss. And he said Meek, Jalil, and I think Coon came up to him, showing him love. Like, oh, my son put me on to you. And Meek was like, yo, tell him good luck, and I appreciate my pops was like, yo, it'll be an honor for him to want to do a song with you. He's like, let's do it. And at that time, Meek was signed to MMG, so my pops think, you know, he busy, so he not gonna get to it right away. So he seen my pops on like 3-4 other occasions, and he kept asking my pops, like, yo, what's up with the record with your son? Like, so the last time he asked him, my pops like, oh, you serious? Like, all right, I'm gonna send you something tonight. So he sent him something, and like the next day, Meek sent his verse. I ain't even write my verse.
How did you feel when you got that in? I know that must have been like
that was like a short. That was like one of those like it was like a short dream come true because I'm a fan of Meek doing Flamers time. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my niggas on the Meek Flamers though. You know what I'm saying? So then by Flamers 3, when Rose Red and all that.
That was a classic.
Yeah, when Rose Red hit, that's all I was playing on my block. Like
went crazy off Rose Red.
Crazy, man. Bro. So when he like at that point, when he got signed to MMG, shit, it felt like I made it. Cause it's like I watched him like kill, be lit in Philly, turn up, be one of them guys. You know what I mean? And then have Ross on the remix, Ross T.I. beat Vado on Rose Red remix. And then, because Vado was hot at that time, scorching. T.I. just came out of jail, he was hot. Ross was the hottest thing in the game. That was a match made in heaven. And then I just see on World Star, Meek Mill signs to MMG. I'm like, he's out of here. He's out of here.
And you got a track with him.
Fact. So when I was playing that I was playing his verse in my hood for like at least 2-3 months before I wrote my verse.
Yeah, I was riding, bumping
that. Yeah, everybody in the hood was like, yo, bro, it's like this gonna be fire. When I recorded it, I was holding it because I was still pushing another record beforehand, and it was getting played on the radio and shit. So we sent the record to Flex first. Like, yo, we about to go with this in a few, but tell me how you like it. Flex ain't respond. Like maybe like 2-3 days after, I see Flex put it on in Flex We Trust, the song. Then he plays it that day on the radio. I'm like, oh, this nigga Flex leaked me. Flex leaked me.
Fuck that shit.
But I was hyped though.
Yeah.
I'm hyped because Flex leaked me. That's some. I felt like a rapper that's on at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You top tier.
Like, so he leaked it. I'm like, oh, we gotta go with this now. This is what it is. We stopped pushing the other single. We went straight with that. But while we pushing it, Meek growing. Meek getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger, yeah.
So when we was gonna shoot the video, he had like a half hour to 45 minutes of free time because we was gonna shoot the shit the day of Summer Jam. We had a spot, like a bank vault. I guess they found out who was on the song early and they curved us. They like, they like, nah, we don't want that type of that energy. And I'm like, y'all just told us, like 5 days ago, like, you know what I'm saying? They curved us the day of.
So that's part of the game, though. That's part of the game.
Nah, it's all part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't complaining. I was still high off the song itself. You know what I'm saying? I was grateful. I didn't see a video on my head off the rip because of him being on at, like, he was scorching at this time. So I didn't even see a potential video with this, like, you know what I'm saying? So when he even told us that he was willing to do it, it's just got to be around the schedule. We was like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when that happened, I was like, damn. But I was just still hyped because I'm like,
I'm pretty sure he gonna do a track with you coming soon.
Oh, nah, yeah. Anytime I see him, he show love. You know what I mean? Like, he show love. He done shouted me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's love there. My thing now is, you know what I mean? When he did that before, I was on the grind. So my neck this time around, I'm not asking him this time around. No, I'm going to draw him to me. That's my plan. everybody. Like I appreciate what you did for me when you first got on, because you ain't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? This time around, I'm gonna make you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Don't be afraid to ask either.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. You know, definitely not. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to, like, I appreciate it when we asked before. Now I want it to be like,
off the straight.
I want it to be one. I want it to be not only natural, but you know what I mean? I want it to be beneficial for the both of us. I want to turn up to the point where when Meek do it again, because I ain't gonna front. When I did it before, it was getting played, so Meek heard it. So that was good enough.
Definitely heard it.
That was good enough. You feel me? And at this time, after that, I'm dropping little freestyles and shit like that. I remember Jay had the open letter record. I did an open letter freestyle. That got a lot of push at the time. And Meek heard it. Meek told me he heard it. I'm like, oh, that's fire. You know what I'm saying?
So he's watching you. He's watching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That'd be grateful for me, bro.
And Meek is good at that too. Meek is good at that. He looks at young talent and he brings it up. He's good at that.
And that's why I want to bring him to me, because I know when I get to that next level, which I'm going there because I stay leveling up, so I'm gonna get there. But I know at that point it's gonna be Meek gonna be like that, like with open arms. Like it's like, yo, nah, I seen young boy grow up. I seen young boy grow up in this shit. I seen him come up. He ain't do it off his pops. He worked for that. And that's that, because he already speak highly of me. So that's my next stage. I want that. Like I want that from everybody that rock with me, from him to Kiss to Khaled, all of the guys that rock with me. I appreciate all the love they showed me. This time around, I'm gonna get in the league, and then when I get in the league, it's gonna be easy for everybody to talk. It ain't gonna be like they putting me on to the world.
It's gonna be organic.
They're gonna be like, yo, y'all just getting on to him. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want that. You know what I mean? Like I want that talk. When he get in, the niggas like, yo, you heard this nigga Meek, like, y'all niggas is late. Nigga Kiss and all these niggas like, y'all niggas is late. This nigga been doing his shit.
Fact.
So that makes the fans go back into the arsenal, and they go back into the old songs, and they hear the records with me and Meek and shit like that, and they go double back. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that be working. Like Fetty Wap had like 4 or 5 records at the same time because of shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
His old records, blowing up his old.
It made them hits. You feel me? And I know I got some old tracks that's some sneaky fires that I know if the fans double back, they were like, nah, SP, we love what you pushing right now, but what you gonna do with this record right here?
Are you gonna remake this shit? Remix this shit?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I want that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't make. I love making timeless records. Like on my records, I try not to.
That's key.
I try not to say too much stuff that can expire type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like, so that way if I made a record that's 4 years ago and it was dope and it helped level me up, but it didn't get me on, but now I'm on and I want to push this record again, I can. But all I gotta do is re-record the lyrics with you know what I'm saying? Because my voice is deeper. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta change up too much because I didn't say anything that expired. You know what I'm saying?
With your voice being deeper, it sounds better on the track now.
Oh yeah, because now not only that, I'm giving you more aggression, so you feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted. That's one thing I wanted from like looking at Meek and shit like that though. Is like I know when Meek music play, a lot of guys work out to his shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's yeah. So that's my vibe. That's my vibe too now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Giving niggas some records where like niggas can really like hit that gym and just block it out, you know what I mean? Work out too.
And sometimes when you're going through something, you need to be that artist that people going through something, they just turn on your music and be like, damn, I need to hear this right now, you know? Hell yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And I still get that from a lot of the guys that I look to, especially niggas like Meek. So,
I told
you know what I mean?
I see that.
And we from New York. I think that's the thing too. Like, you don't get guys from like Meek is a guy who can rap on damn near all types of beats. You feel me? So I feel like I ain't gonna lie, because that I feel like you're not the first person that said this Meek comparison. Like once a lot of people in New York started seeing that we was cool, and then we did a record with each other, and then then they hear the music, then it's like, oh, yo, you give me like a New York Meek vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like only reason why I don't look at it wrong is because New York don't have one of those right now. Bless you. New York don't have one of those right now. A guy who can get on these trap beats and fuck with them flows and
we got one, but he's a veteran. Jadakiss could do.
Yeah, he don't count. That's what. Nobody who got a 20-year career count. Like he don't count.
I'm about to say Jada. You could throw Jada on any song, man.
Absolutely. But as I'm saying, he don't Kiss don't count because these guys. Kiss can retire right now if he wants. His spot is solidified in the game, and that's what I'm saying now with New York. We gotta stop, but we still leaning on our legends to wave our flag. That's it's insulting to the new generation, but it's not necessarily the consumer's fault though. It's like if the new generation gave us artists that can give us this to make it seem like, all right, we're in good hands. Like with this rapper, like I tell everybody this right now, like all the fans and all the up and coming rappers right now, they'll be okay with their career if they was on a Meek Mill level. If they was on a Meek Mill level, they'll be okay.
That's a fact.
I'm not. I love Meek.
But it takes somebody to embrace you, like somebody like a Meek Mill, Jadakiss to embrace you to the world. Because listen, you could be I love your style, you rap hard, I love your style, but if you had somebody like Meek Mill put his arm around you and show you
100%, because we know what this industry is about. It's really not, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And having that arm around you can definitely get you through a lot of doors and make you a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So definitely those cosigns is dope. And that's the thing. Like for me, I feel like my biggest cosign was the nigga that made me. I never really got like a nigga that really like threw me under the you know what I'm saying? Of course I brushed shoulders with him, but I wasn't under nobody's wing. Not bragging. I'm saying like I never got that, and not saying I wouldn't want it, because if I was under Meek right now, it was quiet. It'd be quiet. It'd be dangerous for niggas, you know what I'm saying? Word too. If I was under Ross, it'd be dangerous for niggas. It'd be dangerous. Like if I was under certain rappers, it'd be dangerous for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be dangerous for the game. It'd be dangerous because now you got to deal with a nigga that 9 times out of 10 rap better than you, and then now we making songs. We being melodic on this record. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you some melody right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we need. That's what we need.
We rapping right here. All right, I got some bars for you. We on some drill shit. All right, I got you right now. We doing some pop shit right now. All right, I got you. That's the type of. That's why I said like I'm not trying to be on. Like all the other artists, all the other up-and-coming artists, they would be okay being on the Meek Mill level. Not saying Meek Mill level is great. I'm trying to be in that conversation with the Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole's, just for the streets though. Because you know what I mean? I got to be on that conversation. Those are the ones with the Grammys. Those are the ones that got the diamond selling records, the #1 albums.
I see it. I see it in you, bro. I see it in you.
And for New York, you know what that mean? Like I'm for New York. Because we ain't have that in a while.
That's a fact.
On that level.
New York looking good. We looking good now, though.
For sure. Let me shout out the niggas that's doing their thing right now. Shout out to niggas like A Boogie. Shout out to Lil TJ. Shout out to Stunner Gambino. Shout out to the Schmurders. They back home doing their thing. Shout out to, you got a nigga from the Bronx, Ron Suno, doing his thing. You got the young nigga K Flock doing his thing. You got Dusty Lil Kane. You got it's a lot of guys right now that's doing their thing. You got shouts to Nino Man, shouts to Nick Bucks, shouts to, you know what I mean? Shouts to Rich Rama, shouts to Dice Peso, Shouts to
there's a lot of artists up and coming artists.
Yeah,
Sway,
man.
Sway, like
Shouts
Sway
to Fabio Foreign. Shouts to OT9 Bino. Shouts to AI. Shouts to Shouts to who else is in Brooklyn? Shouts to Busy Banks, Rod Swish. You know what I mean? Shouts to Queen. Shouts to Shawnee Van Laden. Shouts to Lou Got Cass. Todd Trilly.
Class Murder.
Shouts to Class. Shouts to Kaya Baby, the ladies. Shouts to Kaya Baby. Shouts to Lola Brooke. Shouts to London Hill. Shouts to Connie Diamond.
Shouts to Sway. Sway.
Shouts to Sway. Shouts to Sway H&G. Shouts to HG Locks. Man. Shouts to these guys, man. These guys are putting on. These guys is putting on as well as myself, man. So
we here to talk about you. We here to talk about you, bro. What does 2022 hold for you, bro? What does 2000?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling niggas right now. 2022 niggas is in trouble. My next project is damn near done. It's 90% done. It'll be dropping top of the year, first quarter.
I be looking forward to that too, man.
I got a single that's gonna drop at the end of this month called Drippin, and we rolling with that for the entire year. Video done, everything. That shit is gonna fuck the clubs up. Oh man, we're gonna have some TikTok fun. We're gonna have all that shit.
When are you dropping it?
We dropping it. We're gonna give it the exclusive here. We dropping it at the end of this month, I think the 29th type shit, like Halloween weekend.
You can email me a little snippet, man.
Of course.
I gotta hear that, bro.
Of course, that shit not, man. I'm gonna send you the whole record, matter of fact.
Appreciate you know what I'm saying?
That shit not. I ain't gonna lie. When you're in a car and you play that thing, like that shit gonna ring the speakers.
I'm telling you, something about your music, man. Your music gets me into a different zone, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. We just here to keep it going. We're trying to show the difference between MCs and rappers, artists and just rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think
I consider you an artist.
Absolutely. I'm one of these guys that's gonna give you all sorts of records, all sorts of moods, all sorts of concepts, all sorts of themes. I still have certain records unreleased that I gotta figure out how to deliver it to certain demographics, because my demographic ain't ready for some of these type of records. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm into right now. You
gotta stop telling yourself that, dude. Cause you tell yourself like that, it's like a reason to hold yourself back. You just gotta go. You gotta go.
Nah, that's a fact. I mean like my demographic of the type of niggas, like the type of music niggas listen to. Like I got like a Bob Marley reggae record right now that's in the top. So Bob Marley.
You gotta throw that out, bro. You gotta.
But it's just like I gotta just figure out how to deliver it. That's my whole thing. I don't be wanting to just
Bob Marley type record,
bro. Like a Bob Marley. You can't do nothing but smoke to the song, but the concept is a little deeper.
Oh, I got it.
The concept is deeper. I send that to you too. That concept is deeper. The concept has nothing to do with just smoking and nothing like that. The concept is about growing. The song is called Out the Mud, but it's talking about hardships going on in the neighborhood. Cops killing us. Where we grow up inhaling gun smoke and crack fumes in the buildings, and knowing we might not make it home or and things like that. Like it's kind of for PTSD. I want to submit it to move. That's my next goal around too. Like I'm trying to I got a few records I put to the side. I'm trying to be on some song placement shit. I'm trying to put these things in movies and TV shows and shit like that.
That's the business. That's the business side. That's the business side right there.
Real talk, bro. And to be honest, it's also like a perception thing too for the supporters. Like in New York, if an artist that ain't got no buzz and nothing, like he's just coming up and he get on stuff like that, it's gonna be dope. But the world ain't gonna care too much. They ain't gonna be like, they're not gonna care too much. It'll be dope for the artist. But somebody like myself get on a Madden or a Power, something like that, they're gonna be like, oh nah, this nigga S is on Madden. it hit different. You know what I'm saying?
Way different. It hit way
so
different.
that's also what I'm doing it for too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the perception of how I make my resume look. You know what I mean? Things like that. So these certain records is gonna come too. And I promise. It's all about strategy for me. So I gotta, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm looking forward to that EP. You said the first quarter of next year, of 2022.
Oh yeah, first quarter of next year. Now it ain't even gonna be EP. This shit gonna be a full-blown mixtape, man. It's a full-blown mixtape. Full-blown mixtape.
Y'all heard
you know what I mean? About 14 tracks on that thing.
Oh, he's feeding y'all.
Yeah, we gonna have skits on that thing, just like the old albums, like, you know what I mean? Just like the classic albums we grew up on. Yeah, we gonna have some skits on there, interludes.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you send me those tracks in my email, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them to you now.
Oh, say less. I'm gonna send you my email when we get off this. And I think you got it already. And
yeah,
you want to leave people with your social media, anything?
Absolutely. Follow me on everything at SNS_Icy Gang. That's S, the letter N, the letter S, _ICYGANG. Follow me and follow this campaign, man. And to all the new fans and the new supporters, or the people who don't know, love me now before they all love me. That's my campaign. I'm pushing the niggas, man. Love me now before they all love me. You know what I mean? I won't be able to acknowledge your love later because everybody would be doing it by then. You know what I'm saying? So love me now. Be on the wave now, because you know when it's lit, you could be just like Meek and kissing them niggas when they say, "Yo, y'all late. We've been on these niggas."
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that in you too. You a humble dude. I see that in you, man.
Nah, 100%, bro. God can take this away from any one of us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't watch that happen to niggas in Harlem. You feel me? Niggas be on top of the totem pole in Harlem, and that's when the shit talking starts, and niggas start feeling themselves, and God sit their ass down.
Like that.
And you gotta sit, and then the ironic part is now you gotta sit down in Harlem, and then the Harlem niggas start frying you like, damn.
Everybody watching you. Everybody watching you.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta be humble. And you gotta let the work speak for itself. I think my resume speaks for itself. This ain't no popularity contest with me. I'm trying to really make millions of dollars and not only change the situation for my family, but I'm really trying to change the game, this hip hop shit. I'm a student to this, and there's things about this shit that I don't like. So, but you gotta have that influence, that worldly influence to start changing it. So when I get there, we're gonna restore some order.
SNS people, SNS, man.
I'm telling them.
My God, y'all look out for my man SNS. He's coming hard this next year, first quarter. He's dropping. What's the name of the mixtape?
The mixtape is called Harlem Horror 3.
Horror 3.
Yeah,
first
man.
Quarter, and I'm pretty sure he's coming with another banger, another one.
I ain't gonna lie. Before this year is out, we're gonna have a single popping, and I got like another sneaky record that I gave to my man from Houston, a DJ from Houston named DJ Hardhitter. He got like a little single of mine that he about to go crazy with, so we shot a video to that, so that'll be out. Me and Vado record will be out by then, so you're gonna have some vibes from me already, but my single is Drippin, and that'll be out this month.
And you're gonna send that to me right now.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna send that to you right now.
All right, my guy, it was a pleasure to have you on the show, man.
Likewise.